Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melinda. Thank you for coming and watching my channel. And what are we doing today? We are doing carpool talk. And what are we talking about? We are talking about a budget-friendly way to cruise Disney Cruise. Okay, there's really no budget way to cruise Disney Cruise, but there are ways to save money by doing a placeholder with Disney Cruises. Now, a placeholder can only be purchased on a current Disney Cruise Line sailing. So you have to be on the boat to get a placeholder. And what does a placeholder offer? It is a way to be able to get a discount on your next cruise without knowing the date that you're going to cruise. So hopefully I can explain this. It costs $250 that you hand over to Disney Cruise Line while on a cruise ship. And in exchange, I think my air's a little loud. The air conditioning. It's hot. Okay, so $250 you hand over while on a cruise to Disney Cruise Line, and it has to be on a cruise. I don't know how many times I've said that already, but it has to be on a cruise. All right, you hand over $250 in exchange. You have 24 months to the date, 24 months from when you purchase the placeholder to be on another Disney Cruise Line sailing. So anytime within that 24 months, you can book a cruise to sail. Now, what you say? That sounds like any other time. What else do you get? You get 10% off of the purchase of the cruise. You don't need to know the cruise date at the time. You have 24 months to decide, and you get 10% off of the cost of the cruise. Not only do you get 10% off of the cruise, which that's the big saving, by the way. The big saving is 10% off the cruise. You also will get an onboard credit, depending the length of the cruise. If it is a 7-night or longer, you can get up to $200 onboard credit. So when you sail that sailing, there will already be $200 on your onboard account for you to use any way you want. If it's under, I'm looking at my notes, if it is under the 7-night sailing, it's usually $100 credit, is what it says. Usually $100 credit under 7-night sailings. But that's free money right there, because you didn't have the onboard credit if you booked it online or through another means. Plus you already get the 10% off. And then the other obniot to this is you are only obligated to put a 10% down for their deposit on the cruise when you decide which cruise you want. And normally it's a 20%. Now here's the catch. This is good for most of the cruises. There are blackout dates, and you don't know that until the next itineraries come out, which ones you cannot use a placeholder on. And you cannot get the 10% off of a concierge cabin. Now remember, the concierge cabin, which I will do a separate video on, is the one where it comes with an added perks. You get what they call a butler or a concierge host that pretty much tries to make magic on anything you want. There's more to it, and I will do a video on that. So just to let you know, on the concierge, you do not get the 10% off. It is also not valid, I'm looking right here, on the guaranteed staterooms, because the guaranteed stateroom category when you are booking a Disney cruise is already at a reduced rate. They're trying to fill the cabins and it's closer to sailing usually when this comes out. They're trying to sail the cabins, get the boat full, and so they already give a discount on that. You can't combine discounts. So concierge, guaranteed staterooms, you cannot get the 10% off. Let me make sure everything else I told you. If you do not sail or use the placeholder within 24 months, you call Disney Cruise Line specifically, and they will reimburse you the $250. So it's kind of a win-win, right? If you do take a sailing, you get 10% off. If you don't, you get your money back. Woo! Money back! And there was one other thing. You know, you can't stack discounts. You can only use one or the other. Disney will refund 100% of your payment of the placeholder unless it's for a concierge room. Concierge room's never refundable, and you can't even use the 10% off. Even when you book a concierge room, you don't get deposits back, period. They just don't do it. So if you're going to use a placeholder, it might be smarter to do it for a regular room. But concierge is very expensive, but you don't get the 10% off anyways. There was one other thing I want to make sure you knew. You can't stack, I told you that. You have to have, it says right here, name changes may be made on the reservation as long as the one adult on the original booking remains on the reservation. So as long as one of the placeholder personnel who got the placeholder is on the booking, you can use it. And that is placeholders. So it's a really good deal. And yes, I do plan on getting a placeholder on my next Disney cruise, because sometimes we do cruise concierge and sometimes we don't. And this is a great discount if we are not. 10% is 10%. That's a lot. And I think that's everything I wanted to make sure we told you. We told you. Okay, I told you. There's only me in the car. Yeah. So if you have any questions on placeholders, just let me know in the comments. And it's a fabulous way to get a discount on a Disney cruise. But you do have to be on a Disney cruise to get the placeholder and get the 10% off. So you do have to get on the cruise to do it. Alright. Thanks everyone. Sorry for shaking so much. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye everyone. Have a good one.